In 2016, we had the pleasure of working with a group of young people on the History Heritage and Archaeology Foundation degree course at Truro College. It was wonderful to see the enthusiasm that these students had for their subject and that they engaged so much with Cornwall. The exhibition, which was displayed at the Newquay Heritage Archive Museum, was well received and would be followed up in 2017 with another exhibition entitled Dirty Rotten Boroughs. The students did a wonderful job and managed to turn what might be considered a dry subject into one that created a lot of interest. Len developed this into a visual presentation and included the work of the students within the talk. This has proved very popular. The following interview took place in 2016 on the Debbie McCrory Radio Cornwall show, where John, Ant and Tom talk about their group's exhibition, The English Crown and its Celtic Neighbours, as well as their enjoyment of studying and enjoying student life here in Cornwall.
How marvellous for me. Ant Angove from Falmouth, hello.
Hiya.
Hello, John Bowen from Swansea.
How you doing?
And hello, Thomas Ashton from Brazil, but now in Cornwall.
Yeah.
Interesting. Now, chaps, why are you here?
Well, we did an exhibition in Newquay Museum, and it's on, was it, end of April for the next 2 months. It's about the early religious differences in Cornwall compared to Anglo-Saxon periods.
Wow, what an interesting subject.
It is.
So you're all first year heritage, history and archaeology students, yeah? That's a mouthful, isn't it?
Correct.
So, Ant, tell us why this has come about, this exhibition.
Basically, it's just part of the curriculum, just going through the exams we've got to do. It's just showcase what we've been studying so far, really. Just going through the period and just showing to the public what we've been learning.
And John, what got you interested in this subject?
Well, the Celtic origins of it, because I'm Welsh, and Cornwall and Wales are similar, and the differences we got with Anglo-Saxon, the Old English, as the invaders, and it's just to showcase the differences between the two cultures.
Yeah, and also, Thomas, you come from Brazil. Now, what have you been doing? What can we see? What work of yours can we see?
My work, for example, was the difference between kingship. So I basically compared the Anglo-Saxon kings with the Celtic kings, especially the Cornish ones. So, for example, mine's a comparison between King Hewell of Cornwall and the King Athelstan. So basically the power struggle they had, and so mine is all related to kingship. Well, some people did religion, and some people, and of course, I mean, because we all picked a different subject, and we all mashed them up together basically in the end. So my responsibility was the difference between the kings and the kingship of the time.
Okay, so how big is the exhibition, guys? And what else can we see?
We do Norman, comparing Norman stuff with Cornwall. What else do we do, Ant?
Cornwall's a very historic place, though, isn't it, for all this sort of stuff? The burial grounds, the moors, the rises, the Bronze Age. Yeah,
we did different monastery types. So if you go to a Perranporth, like St. Pyrrhon's Oratory, we compared that to such Lindisfarne Monastery, how different they are compared to Cornwall.
Why do you find it exciting, this subject? Because you're all very young guys going into this. What careers do you want?
Well, I'm looking into more heritage industry, so exhibitions, stuff, how to design exhibitions for the public, how to make it accessible for paying members of the public.
For me personally, I've come from a different background, working sort of in finance, so I've always had a passion for history, so I wanted to get involved in that area. Maybe perhaps teaching afterwards, just see how I get on with the course so far. So far, touch wood, it's going really well. But,
excellent.
Keep my options open so the third year, fingers crossed.
Yeah, and Thomas?
Yeah, I'm a bit like Anne, to be honest. I always had a passion for the subject, and I'm not quite sure yet, but I sort of want to teach, I think.
Yeah.
As well. I want to either become a history teacher or an English teacher when I go back to Brazil. But but I always had like a big.
Oh, so you're going home then? I mean, we haven't got you stopped here in Cornwall.
Oh no! At one point I'll go home, but I do love here. So I'd like to stay for quite a bit here. Enjoy the sunshine, especially nice, which is beautiful.
It's a lovely day, isn't it?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, and John, Swansea or Cornwall, which is better?
That's a tough one, actually. The
I don't think it is, no.
Young people are silly baby. Actually, was it last week? Went to Porth Kernow. It was spectacular. Like one of the best places I've been to.
Yeah.
And it's a mixture of the historical stuff
Yeah.
and the beautiful scenery around there.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
incredible.
So where is the exhibition on?
It's in Newquay Heritage Archive Museum, and the coordinator there, Len Shepherd, mega thanks to him. He's pretty cool. He helped set it all up,
Yeah.
and he knows pretty much everything about Newquay.
Because that's quite historical. It's a place itself, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, have you enjoyed being down here? And especially coming from Brazil, that's quite a difference for you, isn't it, Thomas?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, I mean, when I came here to Truro, like, the scope is a little smaller, like the town is not exactly like Rio de Janeiro, but
I wish it was. We could party in the streets every night.
exactly, right? But no, it's really beautiful. And like, I mean, even though we had to suffer through a little bit of cold and wind and all that, but now it's just amazing. Like John said, we went to Porth Kernow. We can go swimming in the sea. Can practice my surfing back. It's brilliant. Yeah.
All adding to the history.
Oh, and then the history is like an extra bonus, really, because like everywhere you go, really here you can see the mining landscape. You can see the brilliant heritage and aspect of Cornwall, like maybe the Carnes, I know that. I mean, it's just brilliant, really.
Well, it's great that you are so fabulous about it and so engaged with it at a young age. It's what we like. So, Ant, John and Thomas, thank you very much for coming in. And the exhibition's on at Newquay in the Heritage Centre.
No problem.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.